Hi, it's Neil Thomas here, and this is a Wedding Help NI podcast. We are at the beautiful Ballyscullion Park here today in Ballaghy, and my beautiful co-host today is Jenna from Genuine Moments.
Hello, hi Arbadale.
Not too bad. And we have our lovely guest here as well, Claire from Polaroid Express, and of course as well at Divine Moments Videography. Claire, welcome along. You are everything video photography. You are the expert here today. So you are. So Claire, tell us, how did this business come about, Polaroid Express?
So I kind of wanted like something like, I know I wasn't even engaged at the time. I'm engaged now, but literally I kind of wanted like to have Polaroids at each table at my wedding, but no other company ever did it.
Yeah.
And then I've heard of ones over like across England, like ones paying for the camera separately, but it being over like, I think it was at least over $1,000.
So Polaroid cameras are basically, you've got one in your hand. It's a camera that'll print out, isn't that right?
Instantly, yeah.
So it'll give you an instant print of the picture as soon as it's taken. And really, your thing then is one of these in each table. So each table at a wedding will have a Polaroid camera. I think it's classy, isn't it? Like
unique,
isn't it? The wee pictures, like there's something a bit different about them, isn't there?
Keepsake.
Exactly.
Day rather than having to wait.
So far, anyways, with Wedding Help, it's just because I'm starting up. That's usually kind of a wee last minute thing. So far, it's been booked by the husbands for the wives,
right?
As a
gift.
There
you go.
Oh, that's nice.
And then they land whenever on the wedding day, and then they see their room, and then they see this extra wee thing on the table, and there's just like, really, is this a nice wee extra wee surprise for them? Like,
I think it's lovely too that, you know, especially I suppose each table at the wedding, you know, like if you're sitting at the like, and I think this is for any wedding. If you're at the top table, you're a bit, like I know from my own wedding, you're a bit disconnected from everybody around the tables.
Yeah.
And you don't really know the crack that's going on. You know, with that table at the back, you don't know the crack that's happening down there.
Yeah.
So having these wee cameras on the table, and then are they putting as they take the Polaroids, are they putting them under the wee basket then? Is that sort of the idea behind it then?
Literally, I have a wee extra note like on this here. It's kind of like from, I don't know what TV show it's out of. Like it's says, got a secret, you can keep it. Or you feel free to leave the pics in the basket for the newlyweds they cherish for a keepsake.
So that's brilliant. So you have the wee basket on the table, and you're taking the Polaroid picture.
Yeah.
And I think as well, that's lovely as well. I suppose the brides can, or the couples, I should say, can then have the wee basket, and they'll see these Polaroids that have been taken. Because you know what, honestly, but I think if you're at your top table, that's your, you know, if you're at any table, you're at that table, and you're involved in what's going on at the table.
It's a good interaction, isn't it?
But you don't know what's happening at the rest of the tables, so you're really buying into that whole concept then, and you're seeing what's happening.
It kind of gets what's it called, the tables of people like chatting to each other that they haven't chatted to as well. Because some weddings, like family are put with each other and they don't know who they're with and stuff. And then whenever there's a camera, there's like a way to open up and talk to each other and stuff. And then like there's enough like in the film, they obviously, I do put 10, and it comes with 10 like. But they pass it around and give their, like, give the other person a turn and stuff. I think it's a nice way to...
So the wee Polaroids, and they take 10 pictures, they'll give you 10 printouts on the Polaroid reel. Is it a reel or something? Is that
so at the end of the night, I kind of, like, collect the baskets, and then I would take a wee photograph of the iPhone and try and make a wee, like, reel with the Polaroids.
Very good.
But, like, I have, like, I do a bit of the, content when they're taking the photographs too, and having a bit of the crack and stuff. And it is something, like, dear to me, like, because I always, like, I've always loved my cameras and stuff. And it is nice to know that people can afford something like this now instead of thinking, or being let down because it is out of their budget to have the cameras whenever they can strip them off my company.
I think it's a lovely touch. How long have you been established with this one? I know you've had Defined Moments, and you're so well known in that industry too for your wedding videography.
Thank you.
How long have you been established at this, the Polaroid Express?
Polaroid Express has only been about 2 years or less.
There you go.
Maybe it's less than that actually, but like literally, I've been collecting cameras since I was a wee, and like, but these were just literally just to have on the shelf, and they weren't really getting used and stuff.
But you're somebody that's passionate about the cameras and stuff, and you've a real interest in that too. So you do.
I've noticed you have a wee camera.
Oh, a tattoo,
as well.
That was
It's really your thing then.
Yeah, that was literally just me in an alleyway in Rome somewhere.
I suppose the difference too on this as well from like, you know, people can have like photo booths and all as well, and it's definitely something that you could have both because you know I think this is more personal. You know, even you go on to a photo booth and all.
Staged in a way, I think.
It's staged, and do you know what? You have somebody there, whereas this is a lot more natural. You know, it's the people at the table. It's
They
making
control it,
they control it, and they control the narrative of it.
Yeah.
Whereas this, you know, where you get into a photo booth, you're sort of going with what the person says. So grab props, do that.
I love
But
photo booths as well. Like, but the amount of photographs, since there's no, like, what's it called, person like telling them what to do. They the funny photographs you get.
You're getting that real. You're getting them natural photos, and you're getting them photos that are just a bit wild and a bit out there, aren't you?
Yeah,
you know?
literally. That's what I think. That's one of the best parts about Polaroid Express. Like.
So has there been any really memorable photos you've seen so far? Any moments where you thought, my goodness, can I even share that?
I know,
I'm sure here on the podcast, this is the thing.
I've seen, well, not like rude or anything, but like ones with like ties over their heads and stuff like that. There, really good crack, like, and stuff like that there, and it's just like wee bits in between, like whenever, because like sometimes if you don't want it for reception, you can have it for drinks reception, just a couple of baskets, but like. Literally, there's some really funny photographs. Like,
what way would your like packages and stuff and all work? You know, do you only stay for an hour, 2 hours, or what way do you work?
Exactly. So I would only stay for about. So there's 2 separate packages, and I have a wee separate package to add these cameras on because they're just they're different, like breed of camera compared to the Instax you see. Okay. But like they can be added onto the 2 packages you see, these ones. But the first one is just a wee drinks reception table with a couple of baskets on it, but like literally they run around and take the cameras away. Anyways, I don't really mind, like, as long as there's like I have
fear. I know. Anxiety would be through your roof.
I don't really mind, like,
but
I've been to I think it was Galgorm one time, and one of the weans took the camera, and I was like, right, and then I think literally they dropped it or whatever, and I was like, right, and I was still working afterwards, and I was like, that's fine. But like, there's adults using them, and then they break them, and I was like, but like literally, I'm sorry if I'll just go back to this. It was 2 packages. So the first package is this wee more affordable package. This is for drinks reception, and then the baskets on the table are priced individually. It's just the one I brought in that extra wee package, just because some people don't really are interested in the second package, but. I would definitely want everybody to have a basket on each table.
I think it's something as well. Like if everybody has a basket on the table, you're catching all them moments. Like, you know, I don't know why you wouldn't.
What's the difference with those two cameras? You know,
so these take longer to actually develop, but it's just the quality from these is just beautiful. Like, it is old looking, like, but like it's just. Captures so much detail compared
it gives that vintage vibe. Is that kind of like what would be printed?
Yeah. If I have, so I'm getting married actually next year. I'm going to hopefully collect more couple. I think I've only about 5 or 6 of these, not really sure. But I want to at least get 10 of them for my wedding. So I'll need to probably collect them within the next 20 months, like, just to build up my thing. But I'm definitely going to have my wee mini ones as well. But the film from these ones is just beautiful, like. I do love the minis, like they are really, really affordable, and they're better. Like they're not better, but like they're better for whenever you're getting a big giant party, like just affordable.
What size of prints are they? They're printing out? Are the different sizes in both?
I can actually take a picture of you into this now because I actually brought this.
We'll do a picture together. We'll get Peter. We'll get Peter to do a picture. So our producer Peter is coming on the camera here. Get yourselves ready, ladies and gentlemen. Here he comes. Where's his makeup artist?
It's so like what's it called? Yeah, I think it's on the point.
Claire, get you in the middle. Claire, the star, get you in the middle.
Star, no.
So I press the wee red button.
Yeah.
But it is very quick. So how long will that take then before it actually develops the photo?
So these ones would probably take about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
The minis, cheekers, they would do about 3 minutes or even less. Like they're
very quick.
Yeah, they're more what's it called? You want a quick and all there. Your photograph, wherever it is. But see, whenever these wee ones, so I would place that down, like, because you can see that it's still developing wherever.
Aye.
This is so how particular I am with these things. It's so rarely. But then literally the minis don't come out with a wee flap or anything like that. They just come out as is. It's just a
That's a sweet smaller size, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. They're actually seen at weddings a lot, like the wee minis. I don't think you really see these that as often.
Yeah.
Because it is a bit of a.
Is these something then that's older? Am I right in saying these are like
So Polaroid and Instax are two separate companies.
right?
Yeah.
But is them like 80s or something like that, or is it like?
I would even say older than that.
What are they? Yeah,
Like, they've been about for like donkeys, like, but like Instax came in probably in the past like.
I remember seeing them like as a kid, even people with them.
Many years ago was that, dear?
A couple of years ago, about 5 or 6.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I find that all this like old classic vintage stuff is kind of all coming back in. That's what people love now.
Aye.
Yeah.
They don't want that real crisp, clean look. They want that vintage look. So I think those would be very good to have. If it was me.
They're going to get that with their photographer anyways, like, but this is just an RW option, just in case the photographer's obviously off having their lunch and stuff like that.
But I think it's a beautiful option because do you know what? It's nothing like a photographer hour, because a photographer's there to do professional stage photos or professional photos, whereas I think with this here you can catch so much fun. Do you know what I mean? That even somebody's grabbing a camera that doesn't know how to work a camera in a way.
Oh my gosh.
They're getting the photo this way, they're getting the photo that way. Do you know, you're catching real personalities. Do you know what I mean? You're catching a real photo. I think this is a beautiful touch to have a basket, and it gives you all the instructions on the table, what you should be doing. It's all there. I think it's a beautiful touch, like so it is for a wedding.
No, it's
Sure,
really
I love having a wee keepsake.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
As well, like if you don't even have it in your house, you don't have, but it's just something to have, just as something memorable.
Yeah,
So
and right away too. Like
then you try and get all the wee Polaroids in, so they'll put them in the basket, and then you can get like a wee album or whatever. Then like a scrapbook album sort of thing. Then at the end of it.
So I always what's called pre-order the exact photographs they have, but they usually end up either being littler than the actual order, because a lot of guests would take the photographs home, but I do give them the option here if you want me to kind of push the matter, like to take the photographs for your album, I can, but if you're easygoing, you don't really mind it.
Aye, I suppose as well on the day too, it's nicer to nearly have the guests grabbing the pictures, because it gives them that bit of unique, and that's I suppose
like
something to do, isn't it?
They like to do
It brings them
things
together,
themselves
like
too, rather than just the squares.
So of course your packages, then you can do afternoon drinks reception, or you can do the evening sort of time as well.
Yeah.
And you'll come along and they're sort of 2-hour packages, is that right? Something around that? Or?
I kind of wanted to actually add like an extra wee package, wee separate packages, like maybe for bridal prep, if they wanted the basket this through for bridal prep or something like that.
That's a brilliant idea.
Just to makes it easier. They don't have to worry about anything, just hire it and then just drop it over and then just collect it again, kind of thing.
So it's really something as well that I suppose if a customer contacts you, you can offer them loads of different options to go with it.
But sure, there's so many like different types of questions I've bought with Polaroid Express, and they're easy enough like to accommodate like and stuff, like, because it's just basically just being there and just having the camera ready for them, like, and everything.
How have you found the wedding help platform for this business?
It's been very good so far. As I was saying, it's usually the groom kind of contacting like for like a gift, or the bride and stuff. There was that one that I think it was definitely over 2 or 3, but there was one boy, I think it was the first boy that he says here, I thought it's usually the bride that contacts when it comes to things. Like, I'm going to surprise her with this here, and I was like, no problem. And like literally, I never got, because like I think I was out filming a wedding on the same day. I think it was. I think I had to get my representative, wherever it is, or person on the team. But I think she was really over the moon with it and stuff.
That's brilliant.
It's nice to know that you're like a wee thing like that for people whenever they can.
Look, it's a lovely add-on. I think it's such a personal add-on. Like, you know, it's really nice. Where can people find out what's your social medias and stuff for this, then, or where can people find you on social media?
So it'll be under Polaroid Express NI, and I think it's the same for Facebook as well. I don't know if I was going to drop the NI because I would do a lot down south as well. Like so.
Well, you're like myself. You're sitting close to the border, so you are. We're all sitting on the border. So we love our Donegal weddings, don't we?
Literally. Yeah. Oh gosh.
We love our Donegal weddings.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Is there anything else? Any advice or any tips? I suppose. Or if you're thinking about booking this, have you any advice or any tips or anything people should be thinking of?
It's just one of those things. It is a wee last minute thing, but it is like a wee nice touch to your day and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just something. It's just a wee bit different, like compared to most things. Whenever I know photo booths are lovely too, like stuff, but it kind of comes under the category of photo booths in a way. But it's different.
I think it's a lovely personalised touch. I think for photo booths, I think now, and this is from somebody that I have a company that does like photo booths and all too, and I think every wedding should have a photo booth. But I think this is equally as important. It's such a personalised thing. It's so much more personalised than what a photo booth is,
Because I think people love all the wee Polaroids, as I say, to keep, but not even just in an album book. You see the people putting them up on their walls. You're right, eggs and strings. It's like a nice wee collage too, which is lovely.
See, after this is different to that there as well. Actually, though, see, whenever I've been to weddings before and they had like a Polaroid on a table, I've always took it home and put it up on the house. And I think it's just something really nice to keep a memory of a wedding as well. Like.
I think even in a fridge or something, you can get them things,
in our house to this day.
The fridge magnet, it's lovely, like, and it's a lovely touch, so it is, it really is, So I think we've touched on everything, haven't we?
Yeah, I think we're all good. We're impressed by the Polaroid Express.
Oh my God.
That's a good catchline, isn't it? I like that one, I'm impressed.
Oh gosh.
Oh, well, we need to see the photo. We need to see the photo
see it.
before I finish
Hopefully it's developed. If not, I'm sure we can.
Actually, it's not fully out there yet, but still.
So there we go.
You can keep that.
Can we bring that up? Can we get that up, Peter? Do you want me to come on too?
It still has to come through probably a wee bit more, but probably will.
So would it develop much more colour, or would it stay more like that low exposure?
So it would be a bit more colour than that.
Okay.
Literally, it would be a bit more sharper in a wee while, but I would...
Very good. But it is lovely. Great background as well. Thanks, Ballyscullion, for that one, eh?
Oh, yes.
So there we go. That is episode 34 of the Wedding Help NI podcast. I've been Neil Thomas, my brilliant guest today, Claire Devine from Polaroid Express, and of course Divine Moments videography, and my co-presenter, the lovely Jenna from Jenna Moments. Thanks, my name's been Neil. Bye for now.